I like the dog. It's friendly.
Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Moxie McMurder and I have a confession to make. I've only quite recently changed my opinion on Ryan Gosling. He has made some good films, and seeing as he's been nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Ken in the new Barbie movie, I thought I'd use this as an opportunity to briefly highlight some of his under-discussed films. Yes, I used the word underrated in the title, and I appreciate that's a bit of a loaded term, but let's just go with it. So, in no particular order, here are my top 5 underrated Ryan Gosling films, with no spoilers. All Good Things. Okay, I love this film. If you're into true crime, then you might be familiar with the HBO documentary miniseries The Jinx, The Life and Deaths of Robert Durst. If not, I highly recommend seeking it out because it's a deep dive into the life of Robert Durst, a man from a wealthy family with lots of secrets, and who is suspected of murdering his wife. Well, the director behind that series, Andrew Jarecki, made this film 5 years before the documentary. The film is based around the disappearance of Durst's wife Kathy, played by Kirsten Dunst, and I just find this whole project so fascinating. All Good Things is a mystery drama, and Gosling plays Durst and he does it really well. I think sometimes Gosling can come across as a little bit wooden, but his low-key energy really works for this role. It also stars Lily Rabe, Philip Baker Hall and Frank Langella, and I think more people should check this film out. Lost River. Okay, this is kind of a cheat, because Ryan Gosling doesn't actually star in this film, but it is written, co-produced and directed by Ryan Gosling, and this is my channel, I make the rules. This film is weird and dark and mysterious in the best way possible. It stars Saoirse Ronan, Christina Hendricks, Matt Smith, and Gosling's wife in real life, Eva Mendes. Lost River is the story of a town in decline and the lengths that people will go to survive. Focusing on a single mother and her 2 teenage sons, this dark and twisted world Gosling's created feels both grounded yet surreal, and it is just a wild ride that I really enjoyed. Gosling's described the film as a fairy tale, and I can totally agree with that description. It's beautifully shot, it's giving Detroit Gothic, and I'd love to see more from Gosling as a writer and director. The Nice Guys. Considering I don't particularly like Russell Crowe, and at the time wasn't mad keen on Gosling, it's amazing I watched this film at all, but I'm so glad I did. Directed by Shane Black and set in 1977 LA, Gosling and Crowe team up to investigate the disappearance of a teenage girl, and it is a lot of fun. I didn't know about Gosling's comedy chops, so this was an unexpected delight. It's a neo-noir, packed full of action, but not at the expense of character, which is something I really appreciate. Everyone is on their top game, and I even enjoy Russell Crowe in this film, and that's saying something. Much like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, another Shane Black film, this is another buddy cop trope that works, and I highly recommend you check it out. Or if you've already seen it, go watch it again, because it's great. Fracture. Anthony Hopkins plays a man accused of attempted murder after shooting his adulterous wife, and Gosling is brought on as the district attorney prosecuting him. They engage in a battle of wits as the full mystery of the crime unfolds. This is a solid crime mystery legal thriller. It comes off as a bit of a throwback to legal thrillers of the 90s, but in a good way. The plot stretches your incredulity, but it's just smart enough to be intriguing and hold your attention. If you like shows like Columbo, where you know who did it, but you enjoy watching the police figure it out, this film is for you. The Ides of March. The cast for this film is stacked. Ryan Gosling, obviously, George Clooney, Evan Rachel Wood, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Paul Giamatti and Jeffrey Wright, both of whom are up for Best Actor in a Leading Role at this year's Oscars. This cast is crazy. The Ides of March is a political drama focusing on Ryan Gosling as a junior campaign manager for the presidential candidate played by George Clooney. When Gosling's character hooks up with Evan Rachel Wood, he discovers some uncomfortable truths about his boss. The plot for The Ides of March is kinda basic, to be honest, but it's executed well. It never loses pace, and as for Gosling, he works his charm, but he's also pretty cutthroat when he has to be. I re-watched this film for this video, and while it's not exactly a masterpiece or anything, it is a thoroughly enjoyable drama. So, do you agree with my top 5? Let me know in the comments what your favourite Ryan Gosling films are, and which ones I should check out. So anyway, thanks for watching. Before I go, I want to take a second to thank Veronica, Paul, and John. And if you'd like to support this channel and get a shout out in my next video, you can join my Patreon for £3 a month, or you can buy me a coffee. All caffeine hits are gratefully received. I'll leave a link to my Coffee account and Patreon in the description box below. Thank you again, Veronica, Paul and John. You guys are amazing. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to water your plants, go outside, get some fresh air, and stay spooky.
I'm going to give the people what they want. Sensation, horror, shock. Send them out in the streets to tell their friends how wonderful it is to be scared to death.